Hi, my name is Paul, and for my cooking dish today, I will be making a Thai dish. It's chicken and rice with a Nam Jaew sauce. I originally had it this past winter at my friend's house. He is Thai, and he moved here when we were in high school, and so his mom made it for us. And I thought it was really, really tasty, so I had to ask her for the recipe, and I'll be making it here now. So, for the recipe, we will be using chicken breast to account for our quarter's worth of plate of protein. We will be making a sauce with Nam Jaew, half a lime's worth of juice, minced shallots, fish sauce, red pepper flakes, chopped parsley, and a rice powder that we will lightly toast before we add into the sauce. Along with that, we will serve vegetables on the side that should account for about half of the plate. We'll have Brussels sprouts that are steamed, as well as steamed broccoli, steamed carrots, and some green onions as a garnish. To finish it all off, we will have some rice on the side that will account for about a quarter of our plate, and that will be the carbs of the dish. To go along with that, we will have nutrients such as iron in our Brussels sprouts and our broccoli. Those are very high in iron. And we will also have vitamins such as B12 in our chicken to round out some micronutrients. So a bit of history about the dish. It originates from Isan, or the northeastern region of Thailand. And in this part of the country, grilled meats were very important to the local cuisine. This dish has umami flavors from the fish sauce, sour flavors from the lime, spicy flavors from the dried chilies, and a good texture from the rice powder, which made it very versatile for any of the meats that were available at the time. And this was very important because Isan was and still is the poorest part of Thailand per capita, so the versatility made it very easy for the people to throw on any meat that they could get their hands on. So before we start cooking, we've got our vegetables here pre-chopped, we have our sauces, we have some of the rice powder, our chicken, and we've got our rice. All right, so now we got our rice, and we're just gonna wash it out a little bit. Maybe 5 or 6 times, just gonna wash it in, put some water on it, and then dump it out. So now we've got our rice washed, and we are just gonna put it in the rice cooker, and put the lid on, and press cut. Next, we're gonna pour some of this rice powder into the pan and get it slowly toasted up. While that's all cooking, we're going to start our sauce. So we're going to pour some of our Nam Jaew sauce into the bowl. Up next, we're going to add our lime juice. We can then add some of our finely chopped parsley and onions. By this point, the rice powder is slightly toasted, so we're going to take some of that and go over and add it into our sauce. Next, we're going to add some fish sauce into our sauce. Then we're going to stir it all up, and it should be done. After that, we'll throw some oil in the pan and get that heating up. After taking a taste of the sauce, I think it needs a little bit more lime juice, so I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more of that in. Now that the oil's hot, we're going to throw some of the chicken in. And while that cooks, we're going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper for some seasoning. And now we're going to add our vegetables to steam. So now we've got the lid on, we're going to let the vegetables steam for about 10 minutes. It's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to take the lid off of our steamed vegetables. And I've put the nicely steamed vegetables on a serving plate. So now we're all done cooking and it's time to plate. So I'm going to grab some of this rice. Now we've got our rice, and we're going to add a little bit of the cooked chicken. Once the vegetables have been added, I'm going to throw on a little bit of this sauce. But be careful, it is pretty spicy. Throw some on the chicken, and I'll throw a little bit on the rice as well. And finally, I've topped it off with a little bit of green onion, and that's it, the final product. It's finished. So now that I've finished eating and hopefully picked all the broccoli out of my teeth, I just come through with a few closing remarks. I think it was really good, and I think it went very well. I'm really happy with how it went. It tasted, almost as good as when I had it at my friend's mom's house this past winter. Of course, it's not gonna be as good as the original, but I think I did a pretty good job. The vegetables were very soft and nice. The chicken was cooked well. I think the sauce was really tasty. That was definitely my favorite part. Very spicy. It's got some like Thai chili in it. But I think it was nice with the lime. It kind of balanced it out a little bit sour. And I really liked the seeds, the rice powder seeds that I put in there, this toasted ones. That gave it a nice little texture element. So yeah, overall really phenomenal. I loved it. I had a great time cooking it and it was great.